Hello it's Josh here, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day and welcome back to Nuna Kananya, where today guys we have a very jam-packed episode in Nuna Kananya, where we're going to once again be building this aquarium right here. We're going to be building an absolute ton of tanks. We're going to be doing the entire turtle area, as you can see on screen right now. A couple tanks right here, as well as a couple actual dry tanks right here, where we're going to be having some tortoises. We're also going to be building the entire jellyfish area with a bunch of tanks in there, as you can see right there. And as well, we're going to be starting that massive tank where we're going to have the tunnel and the big picture window looking in, as well as finishing off some tanks that we started in the last episode, as you can see right here. But except for that, guys, I hope you enjoy this. If you do, please do leave a like and subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Except for that, let's get on with the time lapse. So here we are guys in another time lapse, and we're going to be starting off right here by doing one of the tanks that we started building in the last episode but didn't quite finish. So that tank that has the windows going into the big room here and on the other room as well. Now I actually wanted to try something a little bit different here, and I want to go for sort of like a sandy theme right here. So you can see we've got some more sandy rocks, we've got like that little sandcastle there, and honestly I think this may be one of my favourite tanks that I did so far, just because I think it works really well honestly, with like little sandcastle and stuff like that. And honestly I think I'm going to be trying to get some more of those little like prop sort of things into more of my tanks, because I think it just looks quite, you know, nice and a bit more interesting. But anyway, moving on from that, we've now got this massive tank right here with these big giant picture windows right here, which are going right into this big tank. And I thought, hey, why not go for like a little bit of a blue theme? So we have some nice blue corals, some blue crystals, made it kind of look a little bit mystical, and I think that looks quite nice. But anyway, we're going quite quickly on here. We're moving on to the next area right here, which is going to be the big massive jellyfish area. Well, I say massive, it's not massive, but we've got this big giant jellyfish tank that goes all the way between all these three floors right here, kind of, that we're going to be starting off by doing right here. And you'll see, obviously, you saw in the little thing at the start, the little, what do you call it, cinematics at the start, that would, I kind of made this look like it's like black light or whatever you call it. It's like, kind of looks like they'll be glowing in the dark, because I'm assuming this is how they do it in real life. Obviously, I don't work at an aquarium, I'm not an aquarium designer, so I've absolutely no clue, but I'm assuming this is how they do it with like a black light here, flat, you know, going down on all the jellyfish. You can see I was trying to do a bit of decoration here at the bottom and stuff like that, but in the end I kind of just decided, I don't know, I kind of just felt like a bit of a plain tank would be better, honestly. So that's what we went with in the end. But anyway, we've pretty much finished that right there. It's a pretty simple tank, because keep in mind, obviously, we still haven't got all the animals in right here, which, by the way, guys, I'm still not sure what to do right here. I mean, should I do the animals with image panels, or should I do them with primitives? Because honestly, I think they may look better with decals, but obviously they won't be 3D. And I mean, especially for this fish tank, I'm not sure if to do the fish with decals or with like actual free, you know, using primitives and stuff, because I don't know. I'm probably going to do the fish maybe with decals, and like the bigger animals like sharks and stingrays and whatever with primitives. But at the same time, I'm worried we might hit the maximum light image, the maximum item count here in many places, so I don't know. We'll have to see, honestly, and I'll kind of just decide and see what we can do here, but I don't know, we'll work it out. But anyway, as you've just seen there, we've made all these little free tanks here right in the sort of jellyfish area, where we're gonna have some, you know, small jellyfish. Obviously we're gonna have the glow in the dark jellyfish up that massive like lava lamp almost tank right there, but then around those other little tanks we're gonna have, you know, those just more lit up, and we're gonna have some lovely jellyfish and stuff in there as well, which I think should look pretty lovely right there. And you can see we also ran upstairs, because something that I kept on forgetting to do was finishing that little Viking longbow right there, because obviously it looks really rough from the path. So what we did there is we obviously filled that all in, all lovely, and added an information screen right there, which is something that obviously we haven't done right now. All the decals, you know, it's something that we still need to do. And honestly, I think right here, guys, probably next episode will be the last episode of actually building the aquarium, but then the episode after that will literally just all be in paint on that or whatever, just basically doing loads and loads of decals, because we're gonna have to make an absolute ton of fish right here, and obviously make all of these information screens right here. So it probably take me 4 or 5 hours to do all of these right here, honestly. So yeah, I mean, only 2 more episodes to do this aquarium right here, which isn't bad. And then after that, we're probably going to be moving on to something else. I was going to do the reptile house next, but honestly, yeah, after doing this interior right here, I want to just focus on something else. So we'll probably do another, I will do an outside enclosure, or maybe some more buildings or something like that. We might even do the you know, 4D experience or the information center interior or something like that, although again, I don't really want to do any interiors. I want to take a bit of a break from interiors, so I guess we'll see. But anyway, back to what we're building right here. You can see we're making this big room right here. Now this is going to have a massive window going into our big tank. Obviously we've got our big tank, which is where that glass tunnel will be like going through right here. And we got this massive room right here, and we're gonna have loads of seats. And in real life, I'm assuming they'd have like a show where normally they'd have like some scuba divers or something, which would come down here, do a bit of waving, do a bit of talking, you know, something like that. And then obviously you'll see in a little bit, we've got obviously the speakers coming down right here and stuff like that. And obviously we're just getting to in some chairs right now. And I think this looks pretty nice, honestly, in the end. Part of me kind of wishes that I didn't do something like this and maybe just had like a bit of a, had it just empty with some screens or whatever. But honestly, I think this room would have seemed really empty, and I kind of do like the little show that we've got here. It kind of adds something a little bit more into this sort of space here, doesn't it? Rather than just having it as just a couple seats and shit, you know? I think it just makes it a little bit better right here. But anyway, as well as that, we've also got these two little tanks right here. Which actually, now I think about it, I probably want to put an octopus right here. Although I feel like have we got an octopus tank upstairs? I can't remember, but if not, then these will probably be some octopuses or something like here. You know, mix it up a little bit and all that sort of stuff, because they don't normally have octopuses with like other, or is it octopi? I don't know, but they normally don't have those with the actual other animals. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they kill them. I don't fucking know. I'm not a zoologist or whatever the hell they're called. But anyway, yeah, anyway, we've now finished all that little room right there, obviously. So what we've done here is we're moving on to our turtle area, which is actually, I'd say, the main part of this episode, honestly, because this is the area that we actually get finished. Obviously, we finished a bunch of other areas as well, but I'd say this is the biggest change right here, which is this massive tank right here, and all the other tanks around it, and this entire little turtle area right here. Now, I'm assuming that this would be something else that was added on a little bit more modern, because it's quite a big tank right here, you know, and as you'll see, it's quite well, you know, decorated, I guess, and quite, you know, detailed and whatever. So I can imagine this is the sort of thing that they added in, you know, because they had a bit more money right here to expand out on the aquarium, and they wanted to offer some turtles or something right here. So you can see right here, basically, yeah, we're going to be just having this little like gap right here, which you'll see in a little bit. We do actually make some tiny little adorable like turtles in there, because I thought it'd be quite cool, you know, seeing as they obviously the turtles go on the beach. Yeah, there you go. You can see if we actually made like little turtles on the beach right here to separate this. I thought that's quite cute, honestly. I quite like that there. And as well as that, we also had some like little lookout things right there. You can see those little ladders, obviously way earlier, but we basically, they're going to go into the main tank, and you're going to be able to climb up the ladders and be able to look around the tank like you're in it. Now, obviously, plenty of aquariums and zoos have this integrated now, but I took this from a place called the Deep in Hull in England. And basically, yeah, it's like a really lovely aquarium, which I've talked about a lot on stream and stuff like that. But basically, yeah, they have this exact same thing where they have the ladders going up, and they have like two ladders you can look into the big main tank, and it is really cool, and it's something that I thought, you know, would add a little bit extra right here. So we've chucked that in, and as you can see there, we've got all of that tank space in there. We're just getting all the lighting in, and we also started that tunnel right there. We got a nice lovely arch. Now obviously it's not brilliant. I wish I could have done a much better job, but really the problem is that the actual glass in the game isn't great when it comes down to it. You know, there's only one size of glass, and you can't really overlap it or anything like that. So, you know, for the limitations that we've got, I think I've not done a bad job, honestly. It kind of turned out alright, you know, it wasn't bad. Although at the same time, yeah, I wish Dennis would add some smaller glass pieces in there, because I mean I could get that properly curved there, and it wouldn't have to be the dodgy sort of curve that's going on right now. But anyway, let's ignore that for now, because we're not even going to be doing that tank in today's episode. What we are going to be doing though is this big turtle tank right here. So the plan is that we're going to have like 2 or 3 massive turtles in here, you know, not like the little baby turtles that are like, you know, you can hold in your hand or whatever. I mean the ones that are like the size of humans right here. I think they're called leatherback turtles. And I think this is actually the second biggest tank in the entire place right here. It's absolutely huge right here, because, you know, turtles need a big tank, you know. Except for actually, I guess the seal tank is going to probably be the biggest one. Or dolphin. I've not decided if it's going to be seal or dolphin. It'll probably be a seal and dolphin show, and then there'll be like, you know, storage tanks for them, if that makes sense. Something like that. But yeah, aside from those tanks, this is probably going to be the second biggest tank right here, one of the biggest tanks, because, you know, the big turtles, you know, they deserve a big space. But anyway, you know, contrary to the big tanks right here, you can see we'll make some little tanks right here. Now these are what I was talking about before with the dry tanks right here. You know, they're the dry ones where we're gonna have tortoises and stuff like that. And finally, we're just gonna work on another tank right here where we're gonna have some little baby turtles. But except from that, you can see here's all the lovely Twitch subscribers, patrons, and Discord server boosters. Thank you so much to all those lovely people there. you can become a patron at patreon.com/cozy. You get early access to videos, you get shout outs, and so much more. You can also check out my Discord and boost that there, and you can obviously, you know, become a Twitch subscriber on Twitch. All those links are down below, as well as my other links to my other channels, and all that other stuff down there, guys. I actually have some merch now, so make sure that also you can check that out. But it's something like, guys, if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in another episode. Bye bye.